Modern criminal investigations rely on digital evidence, but that data is exceptionally fragile. A single mistake at the crime scene, an accidental click, or an unauthorized swipe can destroy a case before it even reaches a courtroom. To protect this data, investigators rely on 4 core principles: forensic soundness, chain of custody, evidence of integrity, and minimal handling. Every procedure in the field is built strictly around satisfying these rules. Violating the rule of minimal handling is a common error. Simply waking a device or opening an app alters the data's hash algorithm, its unique digital fingerprint. Once that mathematical baseline changes, defense attorneys can argue the evidence was tampered with, rendering it legally useless. Beyond technical fragility, there is a legal trap. The plain view exception allows an officer to physically seize a piece of hardware that is clearly involved in a crime. It does not give you the authority to look through it. To legally examine the data inside, you must secure a highly specific search warrant or explicitly written consent that clearly outlines a future forensic examination. Confusing physical access with search authority violates the Fourth Amendment. When investigators make this error, judges suppress the data, wiping critical evidence from the trial. Securing the physical perimeter for officer safety is the absolute first step. Once the scene is safe, you must assess the target device. This outlines baseline procedures for desktop computers. If a PC is off, do not turn it on. Booting modifies hundreds of system files. If on, wake the screen with the mouse or spacebar and photograph it. Finally, unplug the power cord directly from the tower. Pulling the plug on a standalone machine halts active destructive processes, prevents remote wiping commands from executing, and preserves the volatile memory state for forensic technicians. Phones, tablets, and GPS units present a different threat model. Constantly communicating with host networks makes them highly vulnerable. For powered-on devices, use minimal interaction to activate airplane mode. Then remove any SIM cards to sever its cellular connection. If the phone is already off, leave it off. Remove the battery if possible, and place the device inside a radio frequency shielded Faraday bag. Failing to isolate a mobile device guarantees the risk of incoming remote wipe commands or network data contamination. Either scenario destroys the integrity of the evidence. Rules change entirely in a business environment, which often includes home offices. You may discover a powered-on server rack operating a local network. Applying the standalone rule here causes immediate damage. Severing power can completely destroy a complex RAID data array, erasing terabytes of evidence. For complex network devices, never cut the power. Instead, disconnect the system from the internet by isolating the modem and router, then immediately request a trained computer forensic examiner to handle the safe shutdown. Every action taken at an electronic crime scene fits into a 4-step framework. First, preserve the device state by avoiding any unnecessary swiping or searching. Second, document the scene by photographing screens, ports, and connected cables exactly as they were found. Third, isolate the hardware by blocking network signals with airplane mode or a Faraday bag. Finally, transfer the evidence safely by protecting it from heat, moisture, static, and magnets. Systematically executing these 4 steps treats raw data with the precise care of a physical fingerprint. It ensures that the digital evidence you seize in the field remains legally unassailable in the courtroom.